You know, I saw a cartoon in a newspaper the other day that was hilarious and then upsetting. There was a guy standing at the gates of heaven. Well, first, let me just say hi. I'm Bill Hermann. This is Creative License, and thanks again for being a part of my little dog and pony show. So many years of you checking this out and sharing with people. I really appreciate it. And so do my sponsors, Electro Voice, Promo Only, DJ Event Planner, Disc Jockey News, and Perfect Portals, of course, my entertainment experience workshop. So the cartoon I saw, there's a guy at heaven, okay? He's holding a pair of headphones and a controller. And St. Peter says to him, according to our notes here, it says you're supposed to be in hell. But I also see that you're a DJ, so we'll call that time served. Okay, so it's kind of funny. I think you could use that joke with just about any industry, especially if it's in an industry publication, and it would be funny, right? But I tell you something, I've been seeing more and more of those kind of jokes about DJs every single day. And I've been sensitive to it for quite a long time. So much so that I wrote a seminar a couple of years ago called the F-Up Principle, which speaks to the fact that so many people in the world see us DJs as that, okay? Just a bunch of F-Ups, a bunch of people that just wasting their time and the world's money, and don't give it to a DJ, he'll screw it up. Don't marry a DJ, they'll screw it up. And that's upsetting to me. It's really, when I think about it too long, it just makes me really, really angry. And then you start getting sad. You start worrying that maybe you've made the wrong choice. Maybe this is not a profession that I should be proud of. And I just don't agree with that. To do this job well, you really have to understand the creative process. You really have to understand the art and the love necessary to be able to serve other people, because this is a service industry like any. And it isn't just for a bunch of F-ups. It's for people who care about other people. And there are more people in the industry like that than what the world thinks of us. Sadly, the perception of who we are is that guy who's going to get let into heaven even though he ought to be in hell because, hey, he's a DJ. Time served. It's a tough job. It's an awful job, and people don't like you. So here I am. Okay, now here I am. I'm down. And maybe you're a little down now too because of this conversation. But let me give you a chance to think about it a different way. Because of the fact that most people's perception of us are not very kind, what it gives you is an opportunity to show up in a way that surprises your customers, the people who come and watch you, the people you serve, the dancers, the bride and the groom, the club owner. Finding a way to show up in a way that comes completely opposite of that perception. Because what we do is, we all kind of do the same thing, right? We bring the music and we wear the same sort of stuff and we use the same kinds of tools. So at first glance, they're going to think of their perception the way they see their perception. Okay, they can see that. But then if you can show up in a way that's not that is a higher level of something else, that shares with them something more than the picture in their head, because the picture in their head it shows up when you look the same way and you walk the same way and you talk the same way and you play the same stuff, right? Why wouldn't they go there? Because that's what people do. They go to the negative first. But when the negative is in their brain and you show up and surprise them with something, the opportunity here to set yourself apart in a way that is so powerful that your business can soar. Okay. People will stop looking at you like they see everybody else, which now makes you a small percentage of the what they think DJs are, right? Now make it even bigger. If all of us did that, then the perception would begin to change. It may take a little while, But the perception needs to change. And the reason the perception stays the same is usually kids who get into this, they're getting into it because they don't want to do it for anything more than chicks and beer. I know that. That's why I did it. I was unpopular. I wasn't cool. Become a DJ. I was cool. I was popular. Girls liked me, and I got free beer. Great job. And I did that for a long time. I was part of the problem. I was part of that perception. But when I started to show up in a different way, I didn't stop doing my job. I just started showing up in a different way. And all of a sudden, my business, my life, the perception of who I am, soared beyond that initial perception of DJs. What do you think of this? Have I just insulted you? I hope I haven't, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm hopeful. Hopefully what I'm doing is I'm insulting all those people who don't see us in a professional way. So let's fix that. I'm Bill. This is Creative License, and I'll see you next week.